Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by. I'm glad that you did. Today is Sunday. I did do a couple of videos yesterday. One I've already put up, another one I'll put up tomorrow, but I thought that I'd put this one up today because this is like more chronological, if you will. I hope you're all doing well and having a wonderful Sunday. It's very warm here. It's over 100 degrees. It feels like about 110. I took the dog out earlier and I thought she was going to die. It was so hot. But we went for a short walk and that was good. And I've been packing and trying to put up videos and actually thinking of some videos I can do possibly that I've wanted to do outdoors. If the weather cooperates and I can figure it out, I may be doing a video on how I make handmade paper, and also a video on how I do my lace paper. So, because I do all my dyeing outside, I'm currently making some beetroot dye. It's simmering, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. A video of that and how I do that process as well, if I can figure out how to set up the camera out there. So that said, I'm working on a project for my Raindrop Lila design team for this month, and it is the I'm working on the Margaret kit, and I am making an ephemera holder with large enough to be able to hold the paper. If you hadn't seen the video prior to this one, I've put together I put this together on video. I did cover this inside, if you can see it, with just the packing paper you can get like at the Dollar Tree or what have you, because I didn't like that bright blue. It just was really driving me crazy, because this is one of the pages and I'd like to put that in there. This kit is absolutely gorgeous, and you're going to be able to see a lot of the pages today. Or maybe not a lot, but a few. Excuse me. So I did put this down already because it comes in a roll and it can be kind of difficult to put on. So I did put that on already, but I haven't done anything else. And I did tie in the rest of the file folders. Like I had said yesterday, it was just easier, I mean, I put in one, so, and I'll show you what I'm doing with that. Okay, so what I have decided on, and this comes from the Margaret kit, actually everything I'm working with today is from the Margaret kit, and then I'll show you a few other things that I may be adding to the journal and the ephemera and things that I'll be making. And I have started some of the ephemera already. So let's get started. So I decided that I really like this blue, and I loved this page for the top. Okay, and like I said, when I am through with this kit or using this kit for this particular journal that I'll be making, I'm going to be keeping the Margaret pages and ephemera in the Margaret book, because like I said, it is just the largest kit I've ever had in my life. It's just huge, and you'll see. So yeah, so I decided on this for my cover, and I'm going to keep the blue because I just thought it went really well. So I'm just going to glue this on completely. Okay, and I just want to make sure that it's kind of, everything is even. And as the book fills, it will become, more sturdy. Right now it's a little bit wiggly, but not bad. I wish now, in hindsight, I wish I had left in some of the pages, but I didn't, so. Let's glue it down right there. That looks good. Just don't want it to be crooked, because you know how that will drive me crazy. So are you having a good day? I am out of control. I am out of control. I really wish my husband was not working this weekend. Hold on one second. Let me just do something here. Okay. I really wish he wasn't working. He's working until Tuesday, and I'm like, he works part-time at the pharmacy, and I don't know why. He's retired, and he just loves people, so that's his joy, and this is my joy, but it's like, could you, like, not be working the last 4 days in a row? I have to pack. So he's going to move the furniture, which is great, but to try and do everything I want to do and put up videos and, you know, it's just, packing has been horrible. It's just, yeah, it just, I don't want to do it. I don't like it at all. It's just, everything was just how I wanted it, and now everything is just such a mess because I'm just deciding, oh, I think I'll have this go here and I'll have that go there. So I'm kind of, you know, as I'm packing things, I am, and I'm putting everything in our hallway, you know, to keep it out of the way. And some of it in the guest bedroom, because nobody, you know, goes in there. It's my sewing room, actually, unless my grandgirls come, but, or my son comes from Georgia, or my daughter comes from Vermont, which they aren't planning on any trips here anytime soon, so. Anyway, and the room is so small. It's just, emptying it has been really hard. And I'm finding things that, thankfully I don't have to unpack my closet, which is just in itself a wonderful thing, because that is very tidy and everything is in its place and what have you. But I do have a very large cabinet. It's a very old 1902 built in 1902 by a gentleman who built it for his wife. It's a pie safe, which he took out, the person that owned it after him took out the metal parts of the pie safe and put in glass in the doors and put wood in the bottom drawers and then put drawers in it. But it all matches. It's beautiful and I love it, but it is so heavy and that has to be moved. So I had to empty the entire cabinet, and it is, oh gosh, probably 9 feet tall by, I don't know what it is. It's just huge. And I love it. I mean, it will always be with me. And the gentleman we bought it from, I had another cabinet in my other craft room, which was much bigger. So I sold that, and the gentleman who sold me this, he couldn't sell it. He had it on Facebook Marketplace forever, and he could not sell it. And I saw that it went down to $50, so I called, you know, I requested right away, and we went and, you know, visited with him and his wife, and I just, you know, immediately fell in love with it, and I was carrying on, and so anyway, after we talked for a little while, and my dad used to build furniture as well, so I had a lot in common with that. And of course, my husband was very interested in it. Oh, it also came with the name of the gentleman who built it for his wife, which was in there, was the note that he had written to his wife when he built it. And then he was the next owner of it, and so he put all the information in that as well as to what he did with it. And so that's in there. That's in one of the drawers. I have it in like a little plastic sleeve. Anyway, when I went to pay him for it, he said, you know what? I really want you to have it. He said, I don't want to charge you for it. Your husband had to, you know, rent a truck to come and get it. And I'm like, excuse me? Can you repeat that? I just want to make sure the writing's going right side up. I didn't even check the other side. It is. Okay. Okay. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So that has to go this way. No, it goes this way. It's hard to tell. It goes this way. Whew. I gotta stop talking. I'm sure you're all happy about that. But anyway, that is still full. I need to empty it. And I have one more bookshelf to empty. And I have to move everything from where I keep all my sewing. I have to empty that whole shelf, my sewing machine and all that. I have a sewing machine in here, and then I have a sewing machine in my sewing room that I, still make quilts and stuff with. Well, I haven't made a quilt in a long time. And I don't plan on making another one anytime soon. The last one I made was a wedding ring, and that took me 2 years, so that's the last wedding ring I will make. Well, I hope that I don't have to make another one. All my kids have them now. Except for Lindsay. She's not married, and she said she'd rather have a rag quilt. Which is so typical of her. She likes the comfy. The others really like, just the look. They don't use them. So, anyway. But I do like, to go in there. I have a desk in there, so anytime I have to do any writing or anything like that, I have an antique desk in there, so it's very unique. So my husband even said, well, I could try and hook up in there, and you could video in there, but the desk really isn't very big. It's smaller than the desk I have now, and this one isn't very big. So I think I'll just pay attention to what's going on, and the contractor should only be here 3 days, he said, and then I'll be unpacking and not doing any videos until I'm unpacked and everything's put together. So I do hope that you kind of stick around, and I'll give you updates, maybe post some short videos of the process if I can. I mean, I can't really video them doing any work, but perhaps the mess I've made packing. I asked my husband to set up a 6-foot table we had in the garage behind the sofa. We have an open floor plan here in Florida, so it's like kind of behind the sofa, so I'm off the kitchen. So I've been putting things on top of that I don't want to put in a box in case I want to, in case I want to make something, or, which I doubt. The rest of the house needs my attention as well. I have been so busy. That's what I mean. I mean, it's just like I said to my husband last night, I just feel like the summer is passing us by. So that's what I'm going to do for the front and the back. So now I'm going to open it up, and I decided in here I was going to put this ribbon as a closure just in case I needed it, and if I don't, it can be just like a closure for sort of decoration. So I thought that I would put that in there before I put this down, because it matches really well with this here. I tried several. And that's the one that won. And it, it just matches everything. So, and I could be using it, in different things that I make. So what I thought I'd do is put that in there. Am I in frame? Let me move some of this stuff out of the way, and then I will be in frame. I bet I haven't been in frame. Let me just put this beside me. Okay. Is that better? Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to glue this down, which looks about the middle to me. Excuse me. Allergies are so bad. Oh, I don't know about any of you, but okay, so this is 11, so I'm going to go to about 5 and that should work because it's wide. So that's about the middle. So let me just tack that down before I put this down. And I'm just going to tack it down right here. Because, I'll show you why. So I'll tack it down here. And I'm using Fabri-Tac, and then I'm going to put a piece of masking tape over it just to make sure it stays if I do, you know, need to close it, because it's, like I said, it's going to get quite, you know, full. I'm going to have papers in there and my ephemera and what have you. I've even created a spot where I can keep what I create as I create it, so I'll show you that too. So I'm just going to take a quick piece of masking tape, if I can find it. Oh my goodness, if you could see my desk. Where is it? It's had it yesterday. I'll just use something else. Excuse my reach. I will use oh, I bet it's right here. I really did want to use masking tape, but I can use washi tape, so I will. It doesn't really matter because it's got glue on it, so I'll just use the washi tape. And then as soon as, that's why I turned it on, as soon as I turn the video off, the masking tape will be right in front of my face. But it isn't right now, so I'm just going to use washi. I'm just going to put a little bit more glue on that. Make sure I'm in frame so you can see what I'm doing here. This is kind of a large book, small desk. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Just making sure. The day has flown by. Okay. And you'll see the reason why I'm doing this in 1 second. You're probably like, why are you doing that? Well, I'll show you. So I'm going to just place that there over my ribbon, and that will hold it for sure. This masking tape goes, I mean, this washi tape goes so good with this kit. You can't even tear it. It's such a good washi tape. But it's just, it's amazing because I pulled it for the, you know, I've been pulling things for the kit to use. And it is just, look at that. I mean, it's so, look at it. It's so perfect. I'm so excited. So, yeah. So I've pulled some ribbons, I've pulled some laces, I've pulled some buttons, you know, just so I can work on it. Because I'd really like to get more done for the June, for my June design team project, other than the ephemera holder and some of the ephemera I've made so far. So hopefully I will. And I would like to put up some more Tina videos for that. I've been fussy cutting and fussy cutting and fussy cutting so many things. My husband said to me at 11 o'clock last night, you really need to put that paper down and go to bed. So that's good. That's down there good. So now what I'm going to do is, the reason why I did that is because I want to have, I want this to be, well, I actually wanted to center it, but I already put that washi tape down. That's okay. It's just an ephemera book. It doesn't need to be centered. It can be like this. And I can do this. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I was going to do a top loading, but I'll do a side instead. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to glue here, here, and here to leave this open in case I want to use it as a pocket for paper or small pieces of ephemera or what have you, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go across here. And I'm just using the art glitter glue for this. Why I'm gluing onto the book, I don't know. So I've got this here. Here. And these are just suggestions. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. They're just suggestions. Can't wait to start. I mean, I have started making some ephemera with it, but I just can't wait to make more and more and more. You'll be seeing this kit for a long time, or at least parts of it, with other things that I create. Yeah, that looks good. And now, if I want to, I'll be able to, you know, slip things in there. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Okay, I'm going to take this piece out and put this aside. Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, oh, and I decided to use this one because it's not real busy, and I can put, you know, my my vellum or acetate or whatever I decide to use, or even paper. I can put, you know, here and here and here, and I can actually write, you know, if I wanted to, what was in the pockets or what have you, if I did use paper, if that makes sense. So I'm going to glue this down so that we can get into it in case we want to. You know what I mean? I'm only going to glue it down on the sides so I can still use this as a pocket and also use this for ephemera. And, you know, my little bits, which I'll show you. There are many. So I'm just going to glue that down. And I'm not going to put any, you know, holes in it or anything because I just love the way it looks. So I'm just going to take this. So yeah, I chose the less florals, like the one on the front. That would kind of be real busy, and I want to be able to see the pieces of ephemera so I can choose them more easily. And the next one, I think I'll make a top loading. Or maybe not, I don't know. As long as I can get in it, I guess. Like I said, it's going to be mostly for things that I make. Like if I made something, you know, flat, and it would fit in there. But I also have another idea for things I've already made, and I'll show you that. So I'm going to place that right there because it see, it's so easy to get in right here. So I'll probably make the other one the same. Because I'll show you when you flip it over, I don't mind having that white there. I was going to double side it, and then I thought, Cheryl, it's an ephemera book. So, and in hindsight, I probably would have sewn these onto the cardstock, but the art glitter glue is never going to come off. So, I mean, we all know that. Once it's down, it's down forever. Okay, so then I'm going to flip this page. I'm not going to put anything on this page yet because I don't know what I'm going to do yet. And then for this page, I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure I can get into the side. I mean, why glue the whole thing down when you can have, you know, ephemera here and still be able to tuck things in here? Okay, so, and even, you know, paper will fit in there. Well, not a whole sheet. Well, it depends on, you know, if you cut it or fold it or what have you, it would fit. A signature would fit for sure. You know, if you had 5-page signature, that would fit in one of these. Or maybe your tea stain paper or your beetroot paper or whatever you're going to use. You know, fold it in half, that will fit. Because these are 8.5 by 11 and I printed full to page. Like I printed, yeah. I printed it so it was the full page. No, I didn't cut off any of the white. I wanted it to be as big as I could get it. So there's that one. And again, we have this pocket here, and I could even write on here what's in here, or I could just put a piece of washi and write on the washi and then remove it if I wanted to. But this, she has tons of labels, so I'd probably label that. I just think I really do think the file folders are very versatile in the craft room. So there you go. We've got another pocket. And this one is going to go here. This one will stay blank for now because I don't know exactly what I'm going to do there yet. And I'll tell you why I left this space. I did only put in, I think, 3 file folders because I wanted to leave a space, and I'll show you why. So how many did I put in? 3? 1, 2, 3. I did put in 3 because I wanted some space here and some space here. I'll show you why. And I could always add another one if I wanted to. But I thought, oh my goodness, you know, I've got, I mean, if you look, you've got this, you know, with all your vellum and or whatever you're going to use. Could even use packaging. And then you've got this pocket. You've got this pocket. You can put, you know, vellum here. And then you turn it. You've got this page and this page. Then you've got this page and this page and this. It's like, I don't think you need a lot more pages. I think there's like, so if there's 3, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. You've got 12 sides to work with for your ephemera holder. So 3 is plenty, I think. But I love it so far. I mean, I just love it. I'm really happy with it. So that looks like it's even. I don't know what the dog was barking at. It always kind of makes me nervous. I don't know why. We have an alarm system, but she's usually in here with me, but it's not a lot of room. I've got 2 moving boxes in here. Not big ones, you know, ones that I can be able to move, but... And then a whole bunch of stuff on the floor, carefully placed to put somewhere. Okay, and then this one. So it's like every other one matches. So I've got this page, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. So I won't glue them all down. You get the point. So I'll glue those all down. And then what I did was, I really didn't like the, and I'll glue that down. I didn't, and this is very loose right now because I'm going to be adding more of these pages. Remember when I said you could clip one of, like you could clip one of these bags? Well, it's really tall, so you really wouldn't be able to clip it with the papers in it. You know what I'm saying? See, it's really tall, and that bothered me. So what I came up with was, and it works really well, what I did was I took, and I haven't tied it all in yet, but what I did was I took the, you know, the paper, what you would keep documents in, you know, to put into a 3-ring binder, or however many hole binder. And I haven't tied it down yet, but what I did was I put a grommet here, and I put a grommet in the bottom with my crocodile, which just worked. I was so happy because I didn't know if it would go all the way through, you know, and hold on the back, but I, you know, really squeezed it hard and it worked. So I was really happy with that. It's not sharp and it worked really well. And then I just took some wax linen thread and I wove it through here, and then I just, for now, I just loosely tied it right here because I want to add some more of these pages. I have currently, so what I did was I put a piece of cardstock in there for, you know, just to keep it sturdy. And then I've got, I think, 6 papers. And I didn't print all the pages, 2, 3, 4. Well, currently I have 5. I know I could fit many, many more pages in there if I wanted to. I'll show you some of them. They're beautiful. But see how easy they come out? And I don't print, I didn't print on all the papers because I print on all different kinds of papers. I print on newsprint, I print on linen paper, I print on cotton paper, I print on vellum, I print on, you know, there's just so many papers that I print on that I didn't want to print on all, I didn't want to print out the whole kit because the kit comes both horizontal and vertical. So I'll be using both in my journal that I'll be making, if that makes sense. And I haven't decided. I mean, do I want a journal that's going to go like this, or do I want a tall, skinny journal, or, you know, I don't know yet. So, so I did, you know, print out some of the papers in the kit, which is, this is adorable. It's so cute. I think she's carrying a basket of flowers. I'm pretty sure. But it's just a beautiful picture. And this is some antique wallpaper of Lydia's, and she didn't take out the stains, which I'm so happy she didn't. And then again, here's another page. And then look at this one. So beautiful. I just love these colors. I'm a very big fan of these colors. I guess I only have 3 pages in that one. So anyway, as you can see, with the piece of cardstock in there, these slide in and out really easily, and you can get, you know, at least another 3 or 4 pages in there. But for now, I've got 3. I think I put 3 in here. 1. No, I guess I only put 2 in so far. But they're just these. They're just these that you'd put into a 3-file holder, you know, a 3-ring binder, which I do keep these in a 3-ring binder when I use a 3-ring binder for my, you know, for my kits. But this one, I just wanted it to be special, and like I said, it is part of my design team project for this month, so. And I thought, you know what, I don't know, I just like that homemade look, rather than just, you know, a bunch of 3-ring binders on my bookshelf. I just think it'll look nice. So, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And then this, obviously, will get tied in tighter so that the pages will turn easily, and I'll be able to do, like, you know, anything that's turquoise, and then anything that's florals, and then anything, no, not this would be like pages, like I would use like background pages, or pages that, you know, you could write on, or what have you. Okay, so that's going to get tied right in like this, and like I said, the pages, once it's tied in, will easily turn and stay in there once this is tied properly, which I can't do that right now because I don't want to, because I still have to add more. Okay, so I'll glue the rest of those in, and then I wanted to show you that what I've decided for here is, well, I want to show you this first. Well, not first, but I want to show it to you. This is some ephemera I've already made, some pieces I've already made for my journal. And what I thought I could do is I could keep this just right in the middle. Sorry. Like this. See? And that's okay if that one sticks out, because I'm going to be taking that in and out. I mean, I wouldn't even have to really leave it in here, but I could, you know, and it's just got pieces that I've already made to, that are going to go inside this journal, which I guess I'll show you is just a little tag that I made with little pieces of ephemera that I sized down. And then there's the back, and this has a little tag too that you pull out. This will have a little tie ribbon in it, or, you know, threaded ribbon. This little pocket there. And then this is one of my printed doilies, and I just made a booklet. And over here, with my register tape, I made, excuse me, a removable little flip pad. And then I put it on, this actually doesn't go with the kit. This is a chrysanthemum kit that she sells in her shop, but I thought it went really well. So I used that to make the little booklet. But this is part of the Margaret kit. So I've made that little booklet so far. And that's just some French book page that I have in there. So that's that. And then this I've made on camera already, but for another journal. And all it is it's an envelope that I cut the top off and put it on the bottom. This is a collaged page. I did not collage that. It was already collaged. I just collaged this part. So if I take this out, you'll be able to see it better. So now what it will do is, for example, if this were your journal page, okay, it will go onto your journal page like this, okay, and it will glue at the bottom and the side. So you'll have a pocket here, you'll have a pocket here, And these are all backed. I know that fits in there. There we go. And then you have some pockets here, like that. And then, excuse me, I'm so sorry. And then you flip it, and same thing, glue it on this side, and you have the same amount of pockets. I just haven't filled them yet. So you have a pocket here, and you have a pocket here, and it's not heavy at all, because it's just the envelope. And then this piece right here doesn't go all the way down. It just goes enough so that, can you see inside there? It just goes enough so that I covered it up here, and then collaged the rest with some scraps that I had left from the kit, which I love this. This is like one of my favorite pages. So, yeah, so I've made that. And then I had some scraps. I don't know what kit it's from, but I just thought it went really well with this one, and I didn't want to throw them away. So I just put this together as just like, you know, little scraps and kind of like a little matchbook type thing, which I haven't finished yet, but I just put all these pieces together to make this little matchbook. And I just thought it went well. So like I said, it's just scraps from what I had, and I thought, ooh, that goes well. So I kind of just collaged it and put it together. So I've made that so far. And I'm sorry I haven't made any of this on camera, but it's very, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Most of it. And some of it I have made on camera for just different things. And this is just the back of a postcard. So I don't remember what, it could be one of Lydia's, I'm not sure. It could be one of her wallpapers, because it really goes well with this kit. So that's just scraps. And then this is all Margaret. This is just a piece I cut out and then backed it, you know, just collaged it on some French book paper. And then you flip it open like this, and it's got this here. And then you open it up like this. And I've got the doily on the front and back, which I've glued. This is just a tea stain doily, and I stamped that. And then this is just a piece of my watercolor paper. And then this is printed on tissue paper, so I collaged that. And then this is just a little, just a fun little booklet that you can write on. And I put those pieces on the vintage register paper that I've tea dyed. See? It's this. Register tape. And that slides right inside this pocket. And I did do a video on printing on tracing paper, doilies, and tracing paper. I'm sorry, this is tissue paper, not tracing paper. Tissue paper that you put like in gift wrap. So if you go back a couple of videos, I show how to print on tissue paper, doilies, and there was one other thing I printed on, but I don't remember what it was. So anyway, that's what I've made so far. And I think I showed you the other piece, and this just tucks underneath here. And you've got this sweet little envelope. And then I showed you that little ephemera holder, which I'll have to put in here too. I think I showed that yesterday, which will be going inside the booklet as well, which is right. I should put that in there now, because if I don't, it will get lost. It's probably with other things under here. To have so many journals going at the same time, it's ridiculous. And then I still have a whole bunch of scraps in my little scrap bin underneath. I'll put it in later. But so that's what I've made so far. And I thought, you know, just for now, I could keep that right there until I could even, if I wanted to, I could cut this down and sew it across, and then it would fit in there fine without sticking up. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll sew it across, you know, I'll unsnap it, I'll cut it, I'll sew it, because that's what it is, it's sewn. I'll sew it so that it doesn't stick out, and then I can just keep it in that spot right there. Okay? So that's just an idea. And then I thought I'd do another one for that other space. That's why I left it there. I could do another one for right here, if I wanted to. I don't know yet. And then, like I said, all of my paper will definitely fit in my pages, you know, once I get all of these tied together and all of my pages printed on the paper that I want them printed on in the way that I want them printed. Then I'll fill this with the rest of these. Okay? So that's it. And then my last thing I wanted to show you, which I'll do off camera, I am going to add some of this Battenberg lace because I have it and I've already cut into it for other things, but somehow, some way, just to keep it a little bit more sturdy and to be prettier, because you know me, I just love pretty. Somehow, some way, I'm going to be adding, and you'll see it in the next video when I'm done, but it's going to sort of go like this, and then it will reinforce that spine some more as well. So it'll go on sort of so that that kind of goes in the middle there, and then it will wrap around like this, and then that will keep that spine really nice, and I think that will really add to it. I think that would be really pretty. And that's the wrong side, or is that the right side? It's the wrong side. So anyway, it'll go something like this. Okay? So you could do that as well. If you have a doily or something like that, then you could add something like this and even make it a little bit more sturdy by, you know, because you'll have this on the back. This will be glued right to the spine and, you know, wrap around as much in the back. All right? So the next time you see it, it will have this on it, but I'm not going to do it on camera because, as you can see, I still have to, you know, figure out the placement. And this is a pretty good sized piece. I've had it forever. And as I was packing, I thought, I'm sorry. As I was packing, I thought, oh, wait a minute. I could add that. So, lastly, where are we? 47. I'll be real quick. I just wanted to show you a couple of things. If you're printing this kit, or if it's something that you'd like to purchase and you want to print this kit, here are some tickets that's in the kit. I mean, it's just, the kit's huge. So what I did was, she also has this page, which the tickets actually, yeah. So she actually has this page. So what I thought I'd do is print on the opposite side so that when I do fold up the tickets, I'll have this on the back side. So that's just an, you know, just an idea. And then this is just some of the ephemera. So you've got these. These are gorgeous. And so I printed on the back sides of all of those. Those are all printed on. Look at, aren't they gorgeous? This kit is, look at this. And what is so exciting about this, I've already cut into this. What is so exciting about this is, oh, I made those smaller for something that I was making. So I sized those down. This is the regular size. Aren't they beautiful? This is sized down. Sized down. These are all sized down. Look at. So all you have to do is cut these out and then perhaps take one of these, cut it out, put one on each side, and you've got a frame. Or you could cut it out and put this in and put vellum, you know, whatever you wanted to do. Acetate, lace. I mean, there's just so many things. This is such a versatile kit. And what else? Some of these might be misprints because so there's some tags. And more tags. More tags. More tags. Journaling cards. They're gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the lace in this one, but it's gorgeous. And there's some birds up here. There's a little pin right here. You can barely see it, but it's there. So I'll be putting a little rusted safety pin or something there with some, oh, I don't know, you know. So there's some of those. And then I've also printed 2 other of her pages from a different kit, which it's not a big deal. Oh, here they are. So I've printed the spring birds because I just think that they'll be very nice in this kit. And she's also just, she has the Valentine Greetings ladies. Vintage Valentine Ladies is what it's called. It's a pretty good size kit. There's lots of journaling cards, lots of tags, and I just thought these might be fun to add as well. You know, you could put a little label here if you didn't want, you know, Valentine greeting. You could fussy cut the, you know, the ladies out. And I have printed more of her birds because I'll be using a lot of her bird kits in this, with this. So I have a lot of fussy cutting to do and a lot of tracing paper or whatever I'm going to use to hold it all in. So for now, I'm just leaving it in there. So this, oops, will go right into this spot for now. And I'll cut it down and zip it, you know, and sew it up. And the same thing with this one. And then all my paper will go in here. Okay, and then look, it still closes really nice. And but like I said, you know, just in case I do have that, and even if it's just something that looks nice, then that's good too. Okay, so I'll cut this later when I decide on how much I need for the other side. So until next time, isn't this tape just, oh my goodness, it just matches so well. I just love it. Okay, so until next time, I don't wish any of you to have to move your craft room for the second time in September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, in 9 months. But I found some washi tape to go with my kit. So, I mean, I had tons of washi tape, but when I was going through it to, you know, sort it all out to color and stuff, I found it. So I was very happy. So, all right, that's it for today. Until I see you again, there will be a video going up tomorrow, but it will be the one I am working on for the anniversary.